What's going on, guys? Back for another video. So I felt it was only proper to wear the Type R hat since we are in fact working on the Type R today. So it's nothing overly special. It's just kind of like something a little bit more on the basic side, I guess. But it's one of those little mods that, you know, once you see it, you're just like, oh, you put some thought into that. So we're gonna keep it cool, keep it JDM, keep it overnight parts from Japan. Yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things that is super cool. At least to me, it's like just put a little bit of thought into the build. It's just kind of like, it's not abnormal. I mean, it's easily accessible and you can get it whatever, but it's in this tiny little box, and I'll go ahead and show you what's in it. So inside this cute little baby box, we have, oh, here, you can probably tell what it is just by looking at that. Yes, this is correct. It is, in fact, a Mugen Push Start Button for the R. So, I mean, when you think about spending the amount of money that this button costs for a button, you know, some might think it's ridiculous, but the JDM, like, print on it, and then just the way that the button looks in comparison to the stock one, I feel like is very attractive. So, I really wanted to put it in my car. So I bought one, and we're going to put it in. I love the fact that I've owned this car for like 9 months and I put 4,600 miles on it. And every time I get in it, it still smells kind of new, which is pretty cool. So even though it's got a little bit of age to it, it still has that nice aroma. So it's pretty great. So just a super quick little comparison. Here's the Mugen one versus the stock one. You can see the Japanese writing and then also the start stop emblems as opposed to where it just says engine start stop. So I find that this one's much more attractive looking than the stock one. And surprisingly enough, for a tiny little button, the install is actually kind of in-depth. I mean, it's not like in-depth, but you have to remove both wing panels, the climate control, the radio, and a few other screws before you can pop this panel off to pop the button out, which is kind of ridiculous. But nonetheless, just a few plastic pry tools and a screwdriver, and we'll have the whole setup out. So, as you can see, everything's out. Radio's loose, climate control's loose. All that's left is to pop this out. However, one thing I did want to mention is don't do what I did. When I went to pull this lower panel here, I'm not sure what this is. I think it's probably like an interior temp sensor or something for this, only because of that little probe in there. When I pulled this panel down so I could get to this, I accidentally snapped the face off of it. Thankfully, it's just screwed into here, so if you unscrew it and then clip the face back onto it, you can put the screw back in. So I'm not really sure how to prevent that, but it does. I mean, nothing's broken, which is bonus because I hate breaking my cars. So then that just fits back in there, and then you can screw back in. But now all we have to do is pop this panel here loose. What should be just as simple as a quick little tug, which I may do off camera just so I can give it a little bit of an easier pry without doing it with one hand. But then once that's out, we can unclip the button from the back side and install the Mugen one. So one thing I did forget to mention is you'll have to pull the little carbon fiber trim up there so that way you can pull the rest of the button out. And then once the button is out, all you have to do is on either side of the button, I'm not sure if you can see it here, I'll show you on this one. You can see there's these little clips. All you have to do is squeeze those. There's one on either side of the push start button here, and it'll be on either side. So if you just press each one of those in with your fingers, then the button will slide out forward. So here we are, I pressed that, and then the button just slides out forward. And then there we go. Now that that's like that, all you gotta do is disconnect the little clip and then install everything in reverse. Here's just another quick little comparison of the two buttons side by side. You can see the Mugen one is just so much more attractive looking than the stock engine start stop one. So definitely little tasteful mods that are worth it in my opinion. Have the Mugen Push Start Button installed in the 2019 Honda Civic Type R. Looking super fresh, and obviously it works, as the car does want to come on. Just for confirmation's sake, we might as well give it a quick start. And it does in fact start, as you can see and hear. Looking super fresh. Love it. As always, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Just a short little modification of the Type R. However, we do have a bunch of new ones coming. Going to be picking up my wheels soon. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be such a great video. It's going to make this car just look amazing. So thanks again for watching this video. If you have any questions regarding the install, leave a comment down below. Like this video if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel. And just a quick shout out to everybody who's subscribed recently. We are almost at 350 subscribers, so that is really cool. I'm super excited to keep going and continue growing, and definitely subscribe to the channel so you can bring more content and do lots of cool new videos. So see you guys in the next one. Peace out.